So we've been talking about this deck for a little while. This is a deck we were working on pre-Lord of the Rings, this kind of Cosmic Rebirth, Ephemerate shell with Eternal Witness. The loop of Cosmic Rebirth, Eternal Witness is pretty good. Being able to like play your Witness early, get something back, have it block, die to Lightning Bolts, rebirth it back, get back your Witness, get back Ephemerate. Rebirth, specifically Witness on Rebirth, get back Rebirth, is super duper grindy, can give you a lot of life over the course of a game. And when you have a like kind of grindy deck that can gain a lot of life, this is something to look at for the ring. I think Soul Herder specifically is a card that no longer fits in the deck in the Bowmaster metagame, but also like with the ring replacing it as kind of your main card advantage engine. And so I was just looking for a long time for a good way to build the deck, you know. It was missing a piece, and I really think Archaeologist is the missing piece. The fact that this mills 3 cards, powers up your Cosmic Rebirths and Eternal Witnesses a lot, and it's going to give you a lot of, you know, early consistency, while also just being an 0-3 in the Ragavan format, which I think is pretty nice. So, we can get to it. Yeah, I think Soul Herder is definitely retired for now. Where's Norn? So yeah, we're playing like Sprawl over Halfling, and we're like just playing 3 Time Warps instead of any Norns, so we can get just as many non-creature spells for Archaeologists as possible. It can be kind of hard to get, you know. You have to play a ton of non-creature spells for this card. All right, 1 land Sprawl, mulligan. We have 26 mana sources, including the Sprawls. Kind of wanted to go up to 23 lands. Was still a little worried about because of the Archaeologist. Due to the matchup, I would know if I was supposed to keep this Force or not. Does this deck fold entirely to Elesh Norn? Yeah, I think so. Get Teferi, bounce it, then combo off, I guess. Yeah, Teferi bounce combo off is maybe enough. Haven't seen a lot of Elesh Norns lately either. The opponent is also on a Multi 6. This is Yawgmoth, happy to have a Solitude Ephemerate hand. It's not Yawgmoth. Catacombs, Watery Grave, Thoughtseize is probably the blue-black shadow deck. Something like Life from the Loam. Okay, if I was going to play something like Life from the Loam, I'd be splashing red for Ren and 6. But I think with the Utopia Sprawls, I would prefer to stay 3 colors. But it's possible that a red splash is correct, but also if you're adding Omnath, like your number of non-creatures for Archaeologist is kind of awkward too. Oh, good old Thoughtseize bug. But yeah, Loam specifically is not playable. You just can't be spending 2 mana to not impact the board that many turns in a row. Sultai Shadow? I don't have a Triome because we're a Utopia Sprawl deck. Yeah, I'll get my Fountain tapped here though. I was a little bit worried about this, drawing exactly Utopia Sprawl. I think we can pay for stub. Okay, if they counter this, I guess. Possibly Inverter. I don't think you're going to play Bobble in basically any Inverter shell. There they are. I'd love for my opponent to play another creature into my Solitude Ephemerate here. That'd be great. As it stands, we're taking 2. So let's see if we draw a land to like Narset first, maybe. Or Teferi first if we draw a land like this. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. It's my white card. It's too early. It's too early, y'all. Too early. Oh boy. I do not recommend playing 2 shadows out at the same time against Solitude decks typically. We'll see if we can punish them. Looking for a white card. Found a white card. I think we're going to go forward in my opponent's upkeep here. One nice thing is they can't drown this, so they have to have like counterspell or dress down. They've drowned? Maybe. I feel like Orvar's is... oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, okay. Sure. One card in their hand. Okay, let's go. Not bad, not bad. They pushed their own shadow so that they wouldn't gain life and their other shadow would live. Almost got yelled at. Well, I was just gonna say, I feel like Orvar's is always like summoning the cards to my opponent's hand. But you didn't get yelled at. I almost yelled at. You're good. For now. But you're on thin ice. Okay, well, bring in the Veils. Gonna cut the forces. Might be just 2 Veils and a Narset. Could also play... I kind of like the 1 or 2 Endurance, like block Brewmasters. Maybe we're even cutting the Narset and we play like 2 Endurance. Endurance could also be good against their... Murktides? Yeah, maybe all of them. Kind of liking the look of this. Kind of an Archaeologist. We're bringing in some creatures. That's probably fine. Yeah, Endurance seemed great. Spot down. Yeah, there's Magic Online Maintenance Wednesday, which usually means the bot's down for a couple days. Why that's the case, I have no idea. But there's a lot of things about Magic Online that just don't really make that much sense. A hard hand to mulligan and kind of a hard hand to keep. At least my opponent's not playing Ragavan, so you can feel a little bit more comfortable here. Wish you renewed support modern already? Yeah. It seems like it may be. Well, we've had this conversation a million times lately, but it does not seem likely that it'll ever happen. They're leading on an untapped breeding pool. Main phase. No Veil of Summer for me. That was a Snap Flame deck. Like, we 5-0'd the only league we played with it, but it was really bad. But we heroically 5-0'd in the face of playing a not very good deck. And we will heroically draw a land next turn. No Bowmasters, everything else for a fair amount of black. You could probably play like a play set. Just like fill up on Night's Whispers and then play like some Shadow of Doubts too. Like 4 Night's Whisper, 3 Shadow of Doubt. Yeah, I'm not playing Triome because of the Utopia Sprawls. I feel like those 2 cards don't play very well together. What color we're gonna go for? Probably white on the breeding pool. Max, thank you for these 17 months. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, please stay subscribed through July. That would mean so much to me while I take a bit of a Pro Tour break. I think I'm not Solituding in response. Can try to maybe Witness back the Solitude if I need to. Or Witness back land. Then Ephemerate the Witness, pick up Solitude. Is there any particular reason for no Codal? Well, we're kind of playing Archaeologist over Codal. And when you're playing, like, the Archaeologist feels so good with, like, the Rebirth plan specifically. And, maybe it's good to cast one of our 2 Rebirths this turn. Not just play into the open mana. Yeah, and also, like, I think Ice Ring can be a little awkward with Utopia Sprawl, too. The question of let's start streaming on Twitter because you're gonna stream from the house. I'm not gonna stream from the house, but I'm gonna stream like from the 2 weeks after I'm at the PT house. I'll be doing a couple streams. Blue-white control could run Bowmasters too. I mean, you don't usually want to play Bowmasters in your Supreme Verdict deck, and I don't think you also want to play Bowmasters in. I think we're rebirthing the land, which never feels great. I also don't think you want to play Bowmasters in a deck that just like has no other creatures, maybe. But Bowmasters is really good for whatever that's worth. Okay, so our Solitude, or our Witness on Solitude should be good here, and we could go like pick up a land and Ephemerate, but then we're walking into another Stubborn Denial. I think a little too much. I almost want to... I think I'm pitching the Teferi. Just, like, having the Rebirth with the Witness is so important to, like, get the loop back. Do not play 2 shadows out against Solitude decks. I now understand why everybody in my chat is always like, Death Shadow is so bad against Solitude. Just stop playing the second shadow. Look, my opponent can play a 3/3 shadow right here. Stop playing the second shadow out against Solitude decks. Just never do it. Unless, like, you Thoughtseize them and then have a counterspell up. You can play the first one. It's okay. So I'm going to go block Ephemerate, and then if they kill my witness or counter, I can rebirth my witness. Okay. Let's pick up the Solitude, I think. And then just while my opponent is tapped out, I'm just going to Endurance their graveyard, shrink that Tarmogoyf. Could be okay to try to block, but I think just trying to stay really ahead on board. I feel so ahead at the moment. Okay, and then just pack it up. Okay, I want to know. Is this deck still playable even if the ring gets axed? Well, I'm not sure that it's playable now. I mean, I think a version of this deck is always fine. We've played a lot of different variants like this over the years. Go blue. We have the combo. Does it show how bad Death Shadow is or how good Solitude is? It shows that if you are playing Death Shadow, you should never play 2 shadows out against the Solitude deck. Just play them one at a time. So your opponent is not able to just 2 for 2 you. For 0 mana. Ring is a good draw here. Fires plus Saber has potential. I mean, Fires plus Saber has been around for a long time, and it has not really done very much over Modern's history, but could be okay. I think there's a good chance I'm just not tapping the ring, because if my opponent doesn't play Ballista, I'm just going to take infinite turns. I don't really need to be losing a life every single turn. So if they play Ballista, I'll draw, and if they don't play Ballista, I won't. Okay, we win. This is infinite turns. This is maybe the first time I've slammed a ring, turn 3, slam turn 3 on 16 life, just never tap it. Yes, but Spike, you've taken infinite turns. Now what? So bringing the Forces and the Needles. Playing 3 Needles for the Yawgmoth matchup. Let's see, you can bring them in here too. I think I'm down to trim a Time Warp. The 4th Teferi seems okay. Universe, tier 1 for 6 months in advance. Thank you. Yeah, so your Ephemerate gets back, you Ephemerate your witness, get back Ephemerate the witness to get back Time Warp. And so you get 2 things. Oh, sorry, I need to be killing my opponent here. Sorry, Scales, friends. For 6 months in advance, I just realized. Thank you, keeping me afloat during the break will be good. Thank you. We want 2 MDFCs. I don't. It's tough to play MDFCs with the Utopia Sprawl mana base, I would think. All right, we're doing it. We're casting Archaeologist, and we bricked, but we milled another Archaeologist. We can Cosmic Rebirth, or we can just Ephemerate. What does Archaeologist do for the deck? Enables consistency digging for your pieces, but it also is it's nice that it mills you for your Cosmic Rebirths, making the card significantly better. I think this we're just gonna bounce the Ozolith though. Listen, it's still a 1/4 if you brick. Reason for Snowlands? Just to bluff Ice Fang. And also, like, I'm going off, like, an old Bant mana base that did play Ice Fang, too. Ooh, well, it's game over. Opponent, you don't have to continue to play this game. I release you. I guess I should have responded to the Zabaz. I'll just kill both of them. I release you from this game, opponent. Drawing pretty well so. Ooh, turn 2 Teferi. Yeah, those are probably the fastest matches we'll play today. Stomping Ground Forest, Search for Tomorrow. It would be a shame if someone played a turn 2 Teferi Fun Raveler against your Search for Tomorrow. I think we're naming blue again. Could Wall of Omens be considered instead of Scout? That's what I had, and then I think the Scout is a lot better, is my current thinking. But, you know, it could be wrong. Yeah! 2 of them. 2 of them. Yeah, that's exactly it, Heaven. Classification combo is still my brewing radar. It's not something I've thought about for a little while, I guess. GG all. Sorry about the Force of Vigors. Oh wait, so we played against you, round 1. Sultai Shadow player. Is it pretty hard to play Raw Archaeologist turn 3? Not with that attitude. You have to believe in your Archaeologist. I know I think we're like 82% or something to hit. I ran it through the calculator a few times. I'm not sure exactly what number we landed up on. Something around 82. But you have to believe in your Archaeologist, okay? You can't register the card and be like, I'm gonna be so scared to cast it. You can't have that attitude. Just for better than the 2 jumps card draw. I mean, it's not just card draw, it's card selection, but it also fills up your graveyard for Cosmic Rebirths. Filling up your graveyard for the Rebirths is like, all of a sudden, like, turns the card from being, like, pretty mediocre to being pretty good, I think. Just plus again. And it's a 1/4. Yeah, also filling your yard for Ewit, too. So it's like, I think it's kind of like exactly what the deck needed in a lot of ways. No ring for you. Let's prioritize getting a Witness in play for the combo and then getting Force up again. This game has been, like, just blowout after blowout. They're getting, they should have Valakut online next turn, though, which is kind of scary. If we can't figure a combo out here. Yeah, no Time Warp, no Ephemerate. Not yet, at least. Oh! I didn't see you over there, Time Warp. I had too many cards in my hand. Sorry. I didn't notice. That's so funny. Need an Ephemerate at some point. Pretty sure we're just supposed to look at the cards. I didn't think I had an extra card over there. Yeah, we can bounce Witness again, and we can take 9 more from the ring also. So like, the odds of us bricking are like just so low. Okay, there we go. Taking some turns. Alright, let's just do our best to not show them any more cards they haven't seen. Yeah, I'm just only discarding cards that they have seen for me. Okay. Up a game against red-green. Gonna bring in Force of Negation. There also are ring decks we could bring in this Narset. Our Solitudes are also probably not that good. Maybe we play 3, maybe we play 2. You discard a Time Warp. I was getting another one back next turn. I win for sure 100% of the time. 100% of the time I win. So I am only discarding cards that they've seen. I can play 1 Needle for Ren. Let's just submit this, I think. That was an infinite. You get the Ephemerate back. Yeah, you Ephemerate Rebound, target Eternal Witness. That gives you your Ephemerate back. So you cast the Ephemerate, target Witness, Time Warp. Cast Time Warp. Rebound, Ephemerate, target Witness, get back Ephemerate, and just do that every turn until your opponent is dead. But not Skyclave in the sideboard. I mean, we're pretty glumped up on 3s as it is. Skyclave would be okay, though. I'm like definitely higher on it now than I have been. No, I did not consider Cryptic Command. Not that interested in playing it. On the draw. Probably pitching Narset if we are forcing Rin here. Just Sucker Tribe Elder though. Reprieve decent mono. We played a lot of Reprieve. It's okay. It's definitely playable. Well, if we do mill a land, we can at least rebirth it back next turn, at least. If we miss a land after that. Okay. Definitely don't mind another force. Reprieve would be pretty good in the deck. Maybe. Or I think we're maybe tapping out a little bit too much for Reprieve. I kind of like being able to force plan instead. Main phase bolt me into Chalice on 1. Seems worth forcing, but I don't. I think if I only had 1 force, I want it. I'm not going to register Days Undoing in my Eternal Witness deck, especially with my 1 copy of Narset. People are so chatters, especially, but you know, chatters and people are so addicted to freaking Days Undoing Narset. But the combo is just kind of medium, you know. Yeah, I know we have Teferi also. It would have been fine to let it resolve. Okay, zap me for 3. Get to gain 3 life right back though. Chash, Twitch Prime, thank you. Yeah, we have 1 Narset in the main, 1 Narset this side. We're not putting draw 7s in the deck. This is like, that's maybe a different deck. It's not this one, I think. Love to draw like a blue and white card. Teferi, I guess, is the only one. I guess white card is also pretty acceptable. Don't need to Solitude this right now, though. I'd also really like to keep my Time Warp if possible. Blood Moon or Bust, good username. Thank you for the 3 months. Does feel like I need to force this. Awesome Shas, glad you're liking the stream. Anonymous gifted to Jabba Jabber. Thank you. Gifted 3 months to Jabber Jabber. Awesome. Very cool. Playing another ring to aid Escape Shift is kind of nice. Although I guess I'm only dead to land Escape Shift, but I can just Solitude the Dryad to not be dead to land Escape Shift. So maybe I'm supposed to Teferi, bounce Archaeologist, replay Archaeologist this turn. Why no Halfling? We need Sprawl over Halfling, so we have a density of non-creatures for Archaeologist. Also, like, just, like, not, you know, turning on, like, Lightning Bolts for your turn 1 creature is not nothing. Okay, let's take the Time Warp. Let's do the Time Warp again. Teferi, pick up Arid Mesa. They pick up the Mesa. Does seem like the more important thing. Okay, if this plays around Landscape Shift. Yeah, but my opponent's gonna have 2 cards. No, it literally, that I explicitly said that I'm not playing around Landscape Shift because that has to be what my opponent's exact two cards are, right? Like I feel like I explicitly said that at least. Also, a lot of us are just playing Wish instead of Scape Shift, although that's still the same thing. But I don't know. But I felt for sure I like explicitly said that's what I'm not playing around this turn because it has to be their two cards. What's the minimum number of cards for pitching? How many blue cards for force? I sometimes cheat a little bit, go down to 4. Like, we only have 14 blue cards here. Like, I really think ideally you want 15, 16. I think this is also, like, a format where you're very, very rarely forcing on turn 1. Like, you're usually forcing, like, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Especially in the ring format. So I'm okay going down to, like, 14 because of that. Ideally, you want 15, though. Did have Wish, but they're also not able to cast Scape Shift because their land was a red and not an actual land. I think you said Salty Dryad plays around Landscape Shift. This is correct. Okay, I misspoke then, but it plays around just Scape Shift. Get a Chalice on 1. Take 2. If only our Archaeologist had gotten a counter. We do only have one more Time Warp in the deck, beyond like us being able to witness back Time Warps. Because we pitched one to Force. So I think this turn I'm going to go witness back Force of Negation. Then play a ring. I guess maybe I'll just witness back Time Warp, right? Yeah. It'd be fine, just with the ring. Next turn out Chalice. Well, they'll be able to kill my Teferi with a Ren and 6+ on their Arid Mesa. But we can, I guess we could just return to witness Cosmic Rebirth for Teferi, draw another Teferi. That is going to be our out to Chalice, yeah. Yeah, you should be able to set it up subscriptions to auto renew. All my subscriptions are auto renew on Twitch. I don't actually like. I think it's something you toggle on and off, but I just have all of them on auto renew, so I haven't looked at it in a while. Okay, down to 8. Okay, so we can go Rebirth Teferi, bounce Chalice, Time Warp win. Just kind of casting cards. Just casting. Yeah, ring life loss definitely very important in this, very, very relevant in this deck. But at least we have the Cosmic Rebirth to offset it some. And then I can just reset my rings here also. Bojangles, 9 months, thank you. Is this infinite somehow? Yeah, this is infinite turns. Yeah, I could just Teferi bounce it also, but I'd rather be able to bounce a token, I think. Okay, fast 3-0. Fast 3-0. Why didn't we tap ring before Legend? Because we don't need to. You're just taking an irrelevant game action at that point. And also, like, you want to have cards in your deck so you can have enough time to attack your opponent. Because, like, it takes a lot of turns to attack your opponent with just, like, witnesses and solid times. 3-0-6-0, even. Lock it in. No changes. Pro Tour deck, for sure. We'll keep double Sprawl. Heard there's some anti-Narset propaganda being spread on this channel. Narset's not bad right now. But chatters are always like, one Narset? Let's play a Day's Undoing, baby. You can dig for it with Archaeologist. What's one more 3-drop in the deck? Find your PT deck, the Garuda deck? I sent you that list in confidence, trying to help out your stream, Doom, and you went and betrayed me. I was the Dono decker all along. Yeah, who do you think sent Doom the Dono deck? Can the deck function reasonable without the Sprawls? Yeah, you could win in games that you don't draw Sprawl. But Sprawl's pretty good. I think I'm choosing green. Think about Blood Moon over there. Also, maybe I want to cast my Witness this turn. No, I think I want to be able to Witness back my Solitude. I'm too flooded. Well, not flooded, it's a bit hyperbolic. I'll do white. I'll just be able to tap this for Bant, I think. Ah! Don't grief me! Ah, damn it. Seems like we're playing off the top. Oh, Mount Doom. Hoist destroyed by a Mount Doom enjoyer. Disgusting. Ah! No. No, not like this. I like it, top decks. Y'all know this deals you damage every time you tap it, right? Y'all know this, scam players? Did y'all read the card? Oh, we're fine. Just, yeah, play an Urborg, it'll sort itself out. Take the hit from Ragavan, I think. Block the Bowmaster. Thank you, Ragavan! Exiling Windswept Heath. We love you, Ragavan. Oh, second Bowmaster, though. Okay, big draw step again. Oh, big draw. You do have one Bowmaster in play, though. Interesting. Gonna have to deal with the Bowmaster. Take some damage. Let me go to get a another forest. So we take 1 down to 11, and we tap 2 down to 9. Why not wait withdraw? Why wait withdraw? There's with the protection from everything, you can't get thoughts used. And they can play another Bowmasters to grow their orc, so that is the reason why to like not wait. I don't have another basic I can fetch with this Heath, which kind of sucks. So I can go fetch Shock down to 6, Cosmic Rebirth up to 9, get back Witness, get back Solitude. I think that's fine. Maybe I got punished for getting a basic last turn, I guess. Warp then Rebirth back Wit. Yeah. Just wishing up the Shock. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Euro Spider-Man thing. Ah, oh, such a good emote. Kelly, 25 months, thank you. But down to 7. If they have a third Bowmasters, they have a third Bowmasters. Ooh, another Cosmic Rebirth. It's a pretty big game. I have another island in the deck though, so I think we're just ringing again. If they Blood Moon, I'm okay like just losing the Sprawl, but I think I'd prefer to be able to accelerate. I don't think it matters a ton what color we choose. We have 3 whites, we have 4 blue. I'll just choose white again. Remember when they scammed my only 2 cards in hand? Only 3 green? Yeah, maybe naming green is better. So, a couple days ago I was watching Honorog stream, and he was like talking about the Cosmic Rebirth that he had in his blue-white control deck. And he was like, yeah, but nobody's going to play Cosmic Rebirth at the Pro Tour. I feel like I should have clipped it. I really should have clipped that. So do I have enough mana to... Oh, I don't have another Witness in the yard. So I guess we're just taking Time Warp. And I think Archaeologist hopefully can find us an Ephemerate. Narset. So down to 5, drill 3. Warp again. I think I'm gonna be okay just going to 1. At 180. I could have tapped better to also cast the Archaeologist. Seems so hard to like brick on an Ephemerate this turn though. And even if we do, we have another ring. There we go. GG. I guess we actually have to kill my opponent though, for whatever that's worth. It's pretty doable on 19 cards. I can go like Cosmic Rebirth. Do you have Endurance in the deck in 1? No, they have 4 in the sideboard though. Cut the forces. I'm gonna bring in the Veils. I think I'm also cutting Narset, and Endurance being able to block Bowmasters feels like really nice. So maybe we want some number of that, like -1 Warp +3 Endurance. Could also like stop Scam Fury too. Turn 1. I don't see one card. We're gonna get Solitude. We're gonna exile all their creatures, and we're gonna attack them in like chunks of like 7. We'll have plenty of time to do it. I know we don't have a Thassa's Oracle chat, but we'll be okay. It's on a mull to 6. Minister asked me an important PT question. Searching, how many Kroxakurados at the Pro Tour do you think? Not non-zero? I think between 1 and 3 copies total. Do make turn me into a Kroxakurados believer. Since if you'll be playing 3 or more rings, I don't know. I don't know who's playing 3 rings at the moment. Remember, at first everyone was just playing 3 rings. Although I think it was like likely like a card availability thing that people were reading into. Probably getting Island here. Mill 3 cards. So if they Voidwalker and I Archaeologist, I don't get the card, right? Or do I get the card? Because I still milled them. Are we playtesting? I think I'm just casting Utopia Sprawl and calling a judge. You do get the card? Okay, cool. Thank you, chatters. Garuda, okay. Garuda is everywhere now. Oh, stop! Stop. I'm gonna cast my Teferi. That'd be pretty bad. MX, think of the 12 months. While we wait. We've worked a little bit on the green splash in coffers. And so in the non-coffers deck for Halfling. What if we play Halfling and Utopia Sprawl? Probably hard to like... You probably can't play Voidwalker. It's kind of awkward that Ring is like your only card advantage spell. Yeah, probably not something you want to do. Okay, I'm gonna cast it. Jund, maybe? You can play like more turn 2 Fables. Rin also. I don't know. It's the thing is like I don't know. I do know here we need to draw. Oh, I guess I should have chose white so I could top deck Solitude and Ephemerate it all in one go. That being said, we're pretty screwed, I think. Alright, game 3. We lost a game this league. Throw the deck in the trash. Main deck Endurance also. Because I was a bit worried about like our ability to fight Living End. Endurance main deck is kind of fine. Rants. Yeah, it's just I think with this amount of acceleration, obviously like we're gutting the mana a little bit. Just gonna add like you're probably at like 22 lands. That's 30 mana sources. A Yawgmoth. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I added 22. Probably not anything there. Like, this build is just so reliant on, like, drawing and resolving the ring. The Bant not run so hot. We're currently 3-0 going to game 3. I'm just kind of, like, overstimulated and brewing in between rounds, I guess. Yogless Yogg. Yeah, kinda. We maybe don't need to play the Edicts if we have, like, 4 Grist. Maybe 4 Grist, 4 Bowmaster, 4 Push is enough, like, removal. I think the deck looks good. Maybe. We really need, like, another, like, card advantage spell, maybe. One Edict? Yeah, maybe. I just don't know. It needs something else. It needs something else. It could be just, we could play just, like, Night's Whisper, maybe. Like, 3 Night's Whisper right here. Yeah, you could also just play the Yawgmoth deck. I've been playing a little bit of Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth's pretty good. Something confident. Scam package, it's just, I don't know. I feel like Night's Whisper is it, y'all. Maybe. We can maybe try that out. So down to say 3 Night's Whisper on the same page. Tip my glasses to you. Voidwalker. I think I like the idea of main decking Endurance over Voidwalker. I kind of feel like Endurance is maybe good in like the Bowmaster world. Like just like the flash block Bowmaster seems kind of good. I don't know. The thing is I don't want maybe I'm being too picky, but I don't think you would want any more 4-drops though. Main decking 4 Endurance like one thing when I'm looking at mono black versus Rakdos versus Jund, like one issue is like Voidwalker is good against Living End. Endurance is better, I think. Okay. I think this is an Endurance turn. The thing is, if I Endurance, I want to block the Bowmasters, not the Ragavan, which is maybe fine. Probably should block the Ragavan, right? If my opponent evokes a Grief, I can also just Cosmic Rebirth Teferi and they can't scam it. Argument for Kodo over Falal. You could. I think Falal is really good in this deck though. You could also play just 3 Grist. 4 Night's Whisper? Nah. Maybe though. Dude, imagine registering green-black. Like, non-Yogg. Grief Malakir? I don't think there's room. Casting Archaeologist, not pick a card. Then still have 1/4 plus Veil up. Maybe. Wait, Oath of Nissa. The thing is, Oath of Nissa doesn't find the ring. This could be a 4x shielded deck, though. If we do want to play another 4-drop... Hey Gab, good day to raid. We're playing this Bant deck in a league. We're 3-0 in game 3 against Scam. My opponent's playing so slowly that we've started to brew like a green-black build of the Shieldred deck. I think that if we wanted to play 4 Shieldred, this would be the build for it. Yeah, Vraska Gogari Queen, huh? Playing Sprawl and Halfling is kind of interesting. Charmer Goyf? I mean, you could play Goyf for sure, but... this is kind of playing all the cards that I want to be playing, maybe. Jen for Ren. Yeah, you could play Ren. The Reds... splashing a color is kind of awkward with Utopia Sprawls, but you could definitely play just, like, Ren and 6 Fable. Just Ren and 6 Fable instead. Or maybe just, like, the Night's Whispers. Like this is just 4 Ren and 6 here. I don't know what the Thoughtseize. Don't really see any reason to respond. I mean, obviously I could just Veil. But I don't want to not put an Endurance in play here. But if they take Endurance, I could just rebirth it. Hard, 5 months, thank you. Veil plays well with Shielded Ring. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like we've done this though. We've played Jund. We've played like we played the Jund builds before. Not a fan of no 4-drop with no ETB. Are you talking about Shieldred? Because we've been playing Shieldred like non-stop for weeks, and it's been phenomenal in the format. You know what I mean? Like this, like you're not gonna get me off Shieldred. Shieldred has been so nuts. Shieldred is amazing. I'm really really high on Shieldred at the moment. Oh fuck. Yeah, I guess we can. So like this is kind of like rough draft of green-black build. And I will say this too, like when you're splashing red, like your mana gets so much more painful splashing red, and like having a mana base that's not that painful is very desirable. But also red and 6 is really good. That being said, like maybe like Ragavan DRC decks are kind of on the decline. You still have Ragavan out of Scam. Rin also kills Bowmasters. Okay, so this is like rough draft of... I like 4th Ghost over 4th Endurance. Yeah, that could be fine. They obviously get good at multiples. Okay, my opponent took Cosmic Rebirth. Finally. Black-green Scam with Nissa, Kiora, Titania. Ah! Played something like that. Not a Blooming Marsh gamer, not in a Utopia Sprawl deck. My opponent, please! What are we doing? This turn started at 10:34. This has been an 8-minute turn. Oh no, sorry, I'm misreading. 10:35, a 7-minute turn. 7-minute turn 3. Be funny to include a single Yogg. It would, yeah. No, don't play Urza Saga in your like non-Red and 6 builds, but also like Saga with the ring has been a little awkward, like having the land that dies when you try to summon all these 4-mana spells. Must be dual queuing? I don't fucking know. I'm gonna block the Ragavan. So I got no cards in hand. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do this first. Like, why did they just suicide the Ragavan? Like, why did they attack? I gotta know. It's okay. Suppose I should just be happy that they did. They took Archaeologist over. They took the... Why are they leaving with Teferi? I guess because they have the Bowmasters. Like, aren't I just gonna bounce your Grief? And then they kill my They kill my Teferi. 2/2 army. I guess I could draw a land and cast the Grief, but maybe I can draw a green source. They wanted you to use your mana on Endurance so you couldn't Veil Grief. I guess. I'm pretty happy with this outcome, I think. They're not sniping, they cast a Thoughtseize at the start of that 7-minute turn. They knew what my hand was exactly. Then his Grief Mystery card. Draw land, we get 0 mana Cycle Time Warp. Bowmaster? Yeah. It's pretty good. Need a Solitude. Draw on a Spyro? Okay. So we're looking to draw Cosmic Rebirth, Eternal Witness, Solitude, land would be okay. Well, it's a land, and it's okay. Huh. I know they have 2 Bowmasters, so I'm tapping the ring. The ring be tempted me. Come on, Solitude. No cards in their hand. Let's fucking go. Pretty sure I'm evoking since I'm about to draw 2 cards. No cards in their hand. So I can Cosmic Rebirth this turn also. 1 mana short of Cosmic Rebirth, Witness into bring back Teferi, cast Teferi. Cosmic Rebirth, Witness, bounce the Orc Army seems fine. Bouncing Voidwalker also seems fine. I think I'm bouncing the Voidwalker. I could also get back Witness and then play Archaeologist. That could be a bit better. Bounce my ring. I don't want to bounce the ring. Not yet, I think. Yeah, I think with the Ephemerate coming off rebound, I want to do this. Does an Archaeologist feel Voidwalker? That's fine. Like, what are they going to cast? A ring? Who cares? A Time Warp? Maybe that's bad, but... The Voidwalker's better than, like, most cards, I think, here. Okay, I had 3 lands. Is of grief. No, they discarded it to Spyro. They have no cards in their hand right now. They could have gotten a Solitude. Are we scared of Solitude at all here? I'm not. Like, if they Solitude my Witness, that's fine. I get to gain 2 life. They're not attacking me with Voidwalker. Okay, I'm gonna keep the Solitude in play. I think we're just jumping. Second Voidwalker, huh? I think I'm getting a Time Warp here still. Down to 7. Draw 3. Okay, we win. I think. I think I can attack with both of these, right? Like we're not infinite comboing here, but it seems hard to lose with like this stack of cards. And I can trade my Solitude for their Spyro. We need to Solitude both Voidwalkers. Yeah, but I can do that with the other one. Yeah, so let's go. Oh, okay, just conceded. Okay, 4-0. Kind of the same hand, but a little worse. We'll keep, I guess. Leyline of the Void kills this deck. You can Teferi bounce a Leyline of the Void. Okay, to take my Force of Negation. Wonder what that's about. Are they coffers? Are they not coffers? Time will tell, huh? I think I'm okay to... Let's get a forest. Let's get basic forest. And then I think that Shieldred's Edict is likely enough that I'm gonna minus here. I've been playing a lot of Shieldred's Edicts on the side of the field, and my opponents just plus their Teferi because they're not used to like mono black killing a Teferi and just Edict and they don't get a card. Are they Death Shadow? Nope, they are not Death Shadow. I will gift 10 subs to chat if they cast a Death Shadow this match. Triumphs don't play very well with Utopia Sprawl. Alright, just pass back. Yeah, the one of Shadow. Sorry, I should have responded. Not a huge deal. Tortoise, 46 months, thank you. Alright, let's just bounce again. Leaving Temple Garden up. The fourth Teferi? I guess we put one of them at the bottom. Death Shadow, a relatively common sideboard card back in 2015-2016. I don't think I played any Modern in that era. But, what? Maybe. I really hope they just play Voidwalker, hold Field of Ruin up, because I have like a really cool play if they do. It ain't 2015-2016 no more, either. Anonymous with the 16 months, thank you. If they play a Voidwalker here, I'll probably just Solitude Ephemerate. Kind of want to get into a spot where you're playing off the top against black sometimes anyways, and the Teferi's not that good with the Bowmasters in play either. Now I don't know if I'm going to be attacking with. I think I'm just going to. I'm going to Ephemerate the Solitude so that there's an Ephemerate in the yard for Eternal Witness, but it is kind of close between attacking and just Ephemerating. Okay, happy to draw a land and just all my top decks are live now. Alright, your turn. What was the cool play if they held a field? You could plus Teferi, they'd field, and then you just time warp and you're in step there. Thankfully, I've got an adequate number of basics. I am in a spot now where I can't hardcast the Solitude that we draw. I think it's okay. I think I'd rather be able to cast Narset or Time Warp. I feel okay about Ephemerating just to save this. Casting a Helix every turn is kind of nice. And the Ring Mirror match. Alright, we'll hold this in case they draw Thoughtseize. I'd like one of those. There she is, the queen. Zen, 36, thank you, happy 3 years. Let's Boris Blade, Celestial Reaper Pierce. Yeah, it'd be fine. I'll give it another draw step, but I would probably be splashing blue. I don't think the deck's very good at the moment, though. Okay, take those queen's damage. Decklist are due on the 26th. I'm leaving for Spain a week from today. I think it has to be Teferi. I should have attacked first. Seems so hard to win from this spot. We'll play it out though. Think I might open deck tank before I fly to Spain. Probably next week sometime. It's not very high on my priority list though. Punt with the gifted sub, or the tier 1, thank you. Ewit Teferi was free. No, I was 1 mana short of, well, I guess I could Ewit Teferi, then cast Teferi, but then I can't, like, Teferi into a ring or a 5-drop, which is kind of, or like a Time Warp, which is kind of what that's like the series of draws I'm envisioning. I think now that they have Force up off the Voidwalker, I'm super dead. Also cancel my Teferi. Let's just go to game 2. A couple of Veils, which are nice. We have the Narset, which is also nice. I'm gonna cut the Force of Negations. This might just be it. Could play 1 Force of Negation. Ewit, Ephemerate, Teferi. The problem is like going for like the Ephemerate line. Like that's your whole turn. Like we're not able to like ring, we're not able to time warp, and like I think we need like one of those like cards off the Teferi to maybe win. Maybe that line was better, but that was my thinking. Needle, you want to needle the ring in your ring deck? Submit this. What is needle on the sideboard for not ring? Yawgmoth, chat, please. Sideboard Pithing Needles for Yawgmoth, please. Chatters, but anybody, please think of sideboarding for Yawgmoth. Just please. Nobody ever is like. Everybody sees needles in the sideboard every day. What in the format are we needling? What could we possibly be needling in this format? It's always Yawgmoth. And you bring like one in. You bring them against like Tron. You bring them against Rendex. It's always Yawgmoth. Oh, I didn't mean to have Emrakul on the sideboard. Yeah, that was not intentional. I don't know why. Actually, it wasn't not intentional. I started kind of late today. Kind of awkward against the Field of Ruin deck, but I think we have to do this. Archaeologist saved me. Wow, they're letting me Teferi. Doesn't seem right. Is that ever right? I don't think so. Has Bowmasters? I guess so, yeah. But even still, like, I don't know. The Grief being in play is just, like, such good pressure. I think I get Island even though they're a Field of Ruin deck here. Narset was a great draw. Cage is not very good in our Cosmic Rebirth deck. Yeah, there's the field. But if they take the turn off the field, it's like ahead, right? Voidwalker, huh? Does casting Veil into Bowmasters make opponent hit themselves for one? Or any other target on the you know. You should usually respond to the casting of Bowmasters with Veil if you can. All sprawls, no lands. I think that was the best line. Should we take the Landhurst to start and keep it smaller? Well, I want to get Misty specifically so I can get a forest. Well, I guess I should have targeted the Misty, then responded with the Ephemerate to get the Misty back again. So I want to get a forest. We do need a white card, but this is a pretty big deal. The Time Warp is a big game here. Oh, right, of course, the hearse. Duh. Okay, that's pretty nice. So we'll go basic forest, green, green, blue. White is fine, right? Oh, let me, yeah, we just win, right? Or, yeah, we almost just win. I don't know that we can fizzle. I should have stacked the triggers correctly, just playing a little too fast. But we have infinite turns here. We do also have the ring in play, which can be a bit of a problem, but it's hard to imagine that we're just not going to hit any, we're not going to be able to gain any life, or we're not going to be able to hit any lands. Here, it kind of makes sense maybe to just rebirth a land. They have protection? Right. That's okay. We can get ourselves into a position where we're not going to lose. But you're right, we can't kill them. Yeah, so this turn, let's just go... Start off draw 5. Fetch another basic. Oh, I meant to play the Sprawl first. It's okay. They have one Hearse, we have Teferi, I'm not going to bring anything. They scooped, I mean, they can't really win from that spot, I would think. I would have probably scooped around that time. Where's the current Bant Rebirth list? Whatever. Is Might the best answer for Ring and decks that have green mana? It just depends. Like, what deck with green mana are you? Like, just every deck is different. Every deck is different. It doesn't matter what color you are. You have to tell me, like, what deck with green mana are you that you are wanting to play, like, a disenchant effect for Ring. Like, this deck, we're green. We don't play Might. Our answer to Ring is, like, Narset and then just, like, our own Ring. It's a very... I really want to just shock Temple Garden. Bluff that I drew the Veil of Summer. It's not very good, though, I think. It's pretty easy to snort some Heliod combo Copium, but I don't think the deck is very good. I did find the other Veil of Summer. Let's take that, I think. Card's just so good against them. I love the gem list you put together today. You think it could be Sideboard? I mean, I found 4-color match to be difficult. I mean, I find like all the ring shoulder bowmaster is, in my experience, just all pretty good against 4-color. I wouldn't worry too much about it if I were you. Not that you like can't lose, but just want to hard cast Solitude next turn, I think. Keep the Veil up though. Is Solemnity a good card against the Ring? Solemnity is not a good card. Full stop. Skill issue? Maybe. I don't know. Like, Ragavan kind of sucks, maybe, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like, obviously, I can't review tapes or anything, but it's okay. So I guess we have to get Plains. We get Temple Garden, then Island off the Strand. And I guess am I casting the Time Warp? No, I want to be able to, like, maybe Time Warp next turn, tech for 3, gain 3. Also, like, giving them the Time Warp under the Voidwalker could be really bad. If I drawn a land and then I could go Time Warp, Solitude with Veil up, then maybe that's, like, the line. Could also be good to, like, just Solitude, pitch Solitude. But they seem like they're more interested in attacking with Voidwalker than using it. I just watched your video with 4-printing. I thought you said the meta wasn't good. Well, you just have... And, like, Blue-White Control, you have to play it. Like... But, like, in a deck like 4-color Omnath, you can play Halfling instead. It was kind of my thoughts. But I also think, like, I think that ending is getting better. Dude, Archaeologist is really good against Shieldred's Edict, Tom. Alright, should I Solitude the Voidwalker? Let's do it, but let's stack our triggers correctly this time. Oh, please, no. Ugh. Fuck. Damn it. I think we're 4-1-ing y'all.
think we take this hit. We can jump it next turn maybe, but taking it keeps like Ephemerate as a live draw.
Good stuff. That was good for you. Okay, still a pretty good showing for this Bant deck, I think. I want to play the green-black deck too. Okay, this is not the list. This is old list. I couldn't find this. Hold on, I couldn't find it. Aussie.